Be honest, when was the last time you actually enjoyed the tedious process of chopping a 3-hour live stream into hundreds of tiny, bite-sized TikToks? Yeah, I didn't think so, because honestly, that kind of editing feels less like a creative outlet and more like a punishment for your own hard work. Hey everyone, Alex here, and if you're anything like me, you know that long-form editing is often the biggest bottleneck in your entire workflow. The good news is that artificial intelligence is finally here to rescue your sanity and hopefully help you reclaim those precious free weekends. Today, I want to walk you through a few popular tools that creators usually lean on, many of which were actually born in the photography world. Then, I'm going to show you exactly why Vizard stands out as the secret weapon when you need to transform huge video files into tons of short, ready-to-post clips. Let's start by talking about narrative select, which, if it were a person, would be that friend who is annoyingly organized with their color-coded wardrobe. For photographers, narrative is genuinely great. It parses through near-duplicate shots, flags closed eyes, and helps you tag the slightly off-focus frames quickly. It's very fast at opening raw files, and it's surprisingly smart about pointing out subtle expression differences between one frame and the next. But here's the catch. Narrative doesn't actually edit for you because it's primarily a diagnostic tool rather than a full-fledged auto editor. If you're trying to repurpose hours of video footage, Narrative can help you grab stills, but it won't stitch, crop for vertical, or extract those viral moments. Also, some of Narrative's niceties lean on cloud features, so if your Wi-Fi is spotty at a coffee shop, you might run into some annoying connectivity snags. The free tier is useful, but to unlock the full convenience, you'll eventually have to pay, which is fine, but it's just not built for turning video into clips. Next up, let's look at Aftershoot, which is like the friend who barges into the chaos and says, "I've got this," before tidying everything in 5 minutes. For photographers, Aftershoot is borderline magical because it automates culling tasks like removing blinks, blurs, or duplicates right out of the gate. It learns your unique style the more you use it, and that adaptive learning component makes it progressively less manual work for you over time. A huge plus is that it works entirely offline, so you can cull on a plane or in a dead zone, which is a massive advantage for event photographers. It also bundles a lightweight editing suite, so if you like having a 1-2 punch of culling and quick editing, it's a big time saver. But again, Aftershoot's DNA is deeply photo first. It's great for thousands of wedding raws, but when we're talking about video, it can feel rather blunt. Some users on forums mention it can accidentally toss candid gems because the algorithm is optimized for technical criteria rather than emotional nuance. That's fine for some shoots, but for video creators who need to preserve spontaneous, messy moments, that kind of over-culling can really bite you. The interface also has a small learning curve, and while you'll love the speed once you learn it, it's not tailor-made for turning long-form footage into social clips. FilterPixel sits somewhere between the two, giving you a mix of fast analytics plus some adjustable control knobs like you'd find in Aftershoot. It offers controls for sharpness tolerance and closed-eye detection, so you can really dial in the sensitivity depending on how picky you want to be. It's quite beginner-friendly, and face detection and smile scoring generally work pretty solidly across a wide variety of image sets. FilterPixel also runs offline, which is super handy if you're working on location without any reliable internet connection. Where it falls short, however, is depth, as it's not really learning your preferences in a way that improves your video workflow over time. Also, it doesn't have a direct plugin for some users who rely on that specific ecosystem, meaning you might end up with manual cleanup at the end. If you want a tool that spits out viral-ready clips on autopilot, FilterPixel can help with selection, but it won't do the heavy lifting of formatting or captioning. So, quick recap. Narrative Select is the speed demon for photos, Aftershoot is the offline automation champion, and FilterPixel is the adjustable middle ground. All three are fantastic if your workload is image-heavy, but if you're a creator who shoots podcasts or long vlogs, they aren't the most efficient answer. That is exactly where Vizard comes in, because it is purpose-built for those long-form video files that usually take forever to edit. Vizard's job is to find the moments that actually matter, funny lines, big reactions, and compelling sound bites, and turn them into ready-to-post clips. The first thing that hits you is how it auto-edits viral clips by using AI to locate high-engagement segments with the right crop and pacing. It's not just clipping, it's truly creating pieces tuned for specific platforms like TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Then there's the auto-schedule feature, where you can set your posting frequency, and the AI handles the timing so you don't have to babysit your calendar. Lastly, the content calendar ties everything together by letting you schedule, manage, modify, and push clips across all your socials from one place. What I really like is how Vizard treats context, because while photo tools judge pixels, Vizard is better at judging momentum and narrative hooks. It spots the laugh that leads to the next joke, or that single-sentence insight from a podcast that will absolutely run on social media. Because Vizard is designed for video workflows, it reduces the annoying export, import, crop dance that you otherwise do when combining multiple tools. Let's be real about the trade-offs. Narrative, Aftershoot, and FilterPixel have their lane, and they are brilliant for photographers on tight timelines. But they tend to focus on static image quality, not the rhythm and story of a video clip, which is vital for modern social media engagement. If you try to use them to create a week's worth of social videos, you'll end up with extra manual steps before anything actually goes live. Vizard, by contrast, is purpose-built for the kind of repeatable, scale-first editing that busy digital creators really need today. It learns what clips perform well for your channel, helps you batch produce those moments, and automates your entire posting cadence. That doesn't mean it's magic and should replace human judgment, but it turns a multi-hour editing slog into a process that only takes minutes. Imagine you host a 2-hour podcast. Before Vizard, you spent an hour manually searching for snippets. But now the AI spots the top moments instantly. You simply review, tweak the captions if you want, and hit publish, allowing you to gain consistency without burning hours of your free time. If your day-to-day is photo-heavy, then the other tools are still in the conversation, but for long-form video, Vizard is the tool that understands the problem. For me, when speed matters and I want to keep the content machine running without losing my unique voice, Vizard is my go-to choice. Alright, that's the breakdown, and whether you're drowning in raw files or sitting on a mountain of footage, AI tools are worth a try. If you love manually comparing 40 identical frames to pick the best eyebrow flick, then keep doing that, but if you want to save time, give Vizard a shot. Thanks for hanging out with me, and if you want more hands-on tips for turning long videos into short viral clips, I'll drop more workflows next time. Catch you later, and good luck with all those edits.